What's up, 0900? We're in 5.2. Couple more little things that I had to include on a separate video because this is how to convert a fraction to a percent. Much easier, just a couple steps. You can do pretty much all of them the same way except for one exception, which I'll show you. Let's get started. The first type, let's look at a proper fraction first, like 3/4. Now, we know this is 75%. We know it. How do we get to 75% though? If you don't have a calculator, which we should always be able to do stuff without one, you divide the bottom into the top. Add a couple zeros. Start dividing. This would be 7, 28. Subtract 2. Pull down this 0 until it comes out. This would be 5 with no remainder, and we stop right there. So this is the decimal version of 3/4, 0.75. And then we would, of course, convert the decimal like we saw the video in 5.1, where we move the decimal 2 places to the right, and it becomes 75%. If you did have a calculator, so with a calculator, you would divide this from top to bottom, 3 divided by 4, and you would immediately get 0.75, which you would convert to 75%. The percent button on a calculator, I would not even hit it ever. Remove it from your calculators. I have seen it screw more people up than anything else because they don't understand what it's doing. If you use this method, you'll never have to use the percent sign button. The TI-30 actually hides it, so it makes it difficult to find. So it's just a pain in the butt. Don't use it. Let's look at another improper type fraction. Well, it'll be in a form of a mixed number. Like, let's see here. Which one do I want to do? 17/4. So let's say we're doing 17/4. It could be in the form of, let's see, that would be 4 1/4. So if you had a mixed number, I would convert it to an improper fraction first. So you could see either one of these actually in problems. So if you started off with 4 1/4, make it 17/4, by doing your thing there. And then again, if you don't have a calculator, divide it. But basically just I'll just demonstrate it. 4 into 17, we go like this, add a couple zeros, put your decimal point up there. That would be 4 because you're going to get a whole number here. It'd be 16, subtract, bring the 0 down, 2, 8, subtract, 2, bring this 0 down, and you would get 5, and it would come out even with no remainder. So 4.25. Now, a lot of people will forget what they're doing and leave it 4.25. Well, that's not a percent. So to change it to a percent, we need to move it back 2 places. So this would actually become 425%. And always remember that 1 equals 100%. So 4 equals at least 400%. And if 4 1/4 is 425%. So you can always think about, 1/4 is 0.25 or 25%. And 4 is 400. So this is just 400 plus 25%, which is 425%. Hopefully that made sense. All right. Now that's the easy part. Here is a special case. You'll probably only have to ever do this once in your life, and that's in this section, to be honest. This is in 5.2. And it specifically asks you to express this fraction as a percent containing a fraction. As a percent containing a fraction. If you have to do this, the method I'd like you to do is to to just multiply this by 100/1. That's how I always remember to do it. Just multiply it by 100/1, and you'll get this done in one shot. Cancel. So find the number that goes into each of those, which would be 4. 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 4 goes into 100 25 times. So this would be 125 over 2, which you would have to then convert back to a mixed number before you slap a percent sign after. Even though you could put a percent sign here, it would be better to just divide this like so, and see what happens here. So this would be, let's see, as a mixed number, it would be 6, 12, bring the 5 down, 2, 4 with 1 left. Now, before you start making it a decimal, you don't want to make this one a decimal. You want to make it as a percent containing a fraction. So this is 62.5, like the clock, 62.5, like that. So 62.5%, which if you think about it, these two things are completely equal here, because 62.5 is equal to 125 over 2. So whenever you have the directions asking you to express as a percent containing a fraction, this is the method you do it. Have a good one.